Hi there. If you've ever had surgery, you experienced new and different things. Through the course of the 7 surgeries on my left knee, I experienced a considerable number of new and different things. One in particular stands out because it absolutely and powerfully transformed 2 aspects of my life. I'm going to share it with you and then ask you 2 questions. This is what happened after surgery number 3. But let me share with you a little bit of background so you can see where I was at going into this particular surgery. Surgery number 1 was needed because after the football injury, all the meniscus was torn. There was a bone chip the size of a dime that was removed, but they only removed some of the meniscus. Through the course of going into my freshman year of college, healing from that surgery in my senior year, I ended up having a problem develop. Every time through the course of normal activity that I would bend and straighten my leg, the kneecap would track back and forth laterally, very freely, but across the end of my femur. The aggravation ended up causing the kneecap to double in size. So through the course of my freshman year, the pain intensified. I come home at the end of the year telling my folks I'm in bad shape. So we go to see a new orthopedic specialist. This one is associated with Lenox Hill Hospital in New York City. He evaluates me and says he wants to try a trick for surgery number 2 to see if it can free up the kneecap from it tracking back and forth and give me some relief. So we had that surgery in August. I go off to my sophomore year of college only to find that it didn't work and made matters worse. I'm in more pain than I've ever had before in my life. I was going through waves of depression. I ended up needing to drop 1 class, but I ended up failing virtually all of them. I come home for Thanksgiving break and end up going to see the doctor again, explaining what's happened. So we schedule a new surgery, the 3rd one, for December 14th. But I'm going into this mad. I'm bitter. All the pain that I wasn't prepared for. In all honesty, I wasn't prepared for the severity of the injury, let alone surgeries number 1 or number 2, and only to be in this kind of situation. I was mad at life. I was mad at God. But I go in for the surgery, December 14th, and a week into the recovery, what I was dealing with was feeling like my knee is in a vice. After this 1st and 3rd surgeries, my knee tended to swell up dramatically, and it was just intensely painful. The doctor ended up saying that you're not going to be able to go home for Christmas. And the one thing that was helping, the medicines only really helped in part because they mostly changed the way I was experiencing the pain. But one of the things that I look forward to every other day was having my hair washed. The same woman came in every other day, washed my hair, and that gave me some peace of mind and some relief. After the week went by, now a different woman comes in. She washes my hair. It's very soothing, it's relaxing. And then she says her first words to me, "You're in a lot of pain, aren't you?" And I say, "Yes." Then she asked me the most surprising question. "Do you believe in Jesus?" And even though I was in that state of bitterness, I said yes, kind of shocked by the question as well. So as she walks around to the left side of my bed, to where my legs all wrapped up, she said, "Close your eyes and focus on Jesus." And I went along with it. As I'm closing my eyes, focusing that way, she puts her hand just below my knee and holds it there, not even for 10 seconds, and then lifts it off and starts to walk around to the right side of the bed. And as she's coming around, she says, "When my hand was on your leg, you didn't feel any pain, did you?" And I was absolutely shocked. My jaw dropped because it was true. She was right. I wasn't feeling any pain. And I asked her, "How did you know?" And she said the most remarkable thing. When you put your focus on Jesus, anything is possible. I didn't know what to make of the situation, but 2 powerful transformations occurred through that experience. One, it transformed my faith. Secondly, it transformed the way I approach one aspect of my resilience. especially through all these years, nearly 50 years now, in dealing with all the acute chronic pain since surgery number 7. Focus is absolutely powerful. Focus on anything, and that's what we experience. Focus on the pain, and we'll experience the pain. Focus on gratitude, we experience gratitude. Focus on one of your greatest sources for hope, and you experience hope. So now my question for you, if you're navigating pain, whether it's a mental stress, emotional stress, distress, grieving, or physical pain, which means you're experiencing all of the above, what has been a powerful experience in your life, and what have you learned from it? Here we are on Christmas Day, celebrating the birth of a baby who would grow up to share with you and me, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. For me, part of taking heart is being resilient, choosing what I focus on, especially when I need it most. One of the things that you've heard me say often is, your best is greater than the pain. But the same is true with your focus. Your focus is greater than the pain. As a PS, for the remainder of my stay in the hospital, when it was time to have my hair washed, the previous woman who had been coming in all week was the one who showed up. I never again saw the woman who provided me with that extraordinary experience. Secondly, the doctor noticed a change in me, and I went home on Christmas Eve.